Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
The Patriots come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing, Jones. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Credit Jalen Johnson, normally shutting down throwing lanes, but there he shut down that play in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And he has his tight end. That's Wesco. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He completes it to Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and started working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 36, Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. That one, a first down pickup of 8. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing. Strong loses it on the hit, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They certainly didn't appear to be finding better options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A little juke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Gets it quickly out wide to 40. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jones now on 1st and 10. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Handoff, Strong running left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. They juked him. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That play going nowhere thanks to Devin McCourty.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now from 19 yards away. And the Bears are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Jones throwing on first down. And this one complete to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Off the play fake, Jones forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Goes to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Let's go!
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bears 31, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Strong. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll run with Strong. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it'll be 1st down, New England.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to the one. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a football recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
68 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Strong again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Strong. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run with Strong.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Strong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Pierre Strong. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Jawan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Kene Nwangu. 50 yards. And the Bears are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Off play action. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Up the middle, Nwangu. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Talk about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Jones now throwing on third and long. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try